It's travel day for Fred. He's moving from his summer home by the pool in this glorious sunshine back out to the front for his Halloween and Christmas home.
Yeah. So we got this big old cart we'd built years ago for moving patio stones around. But his base fits on it pretty good. Now the trick is, can we get him through the fence? We did in this last spring, or in the spring we brought him back here for the pool through that gate. But he also busted a leg.
Fell apart and...
Yeah, we busted his leg and we had to put him back together, glue his stand back together. I think we're okay right now, but we're gonna have to try and move him the rest of the way here.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I wish you luck.
Thanks. Put my clothes back on.
High five. High five. High three.
Yeah, close.
Well, that's not bad. He's through. Oh my gosh, I didn't think he was going to go through. I was kind of back here waiting for him to fall over. I love you.
Confidence in me.
Aha!
Slope down.
Off-roading with the dyno.
We're gonna back him in, I think.
Wow. I expected maybe a 20% chance of this actually working. I am pretty impressed. Shall I lead with the tail?
Yeah, please. He's gripping on me. It's leaking.
Oh, his head.
Oh. He's really leaking. There we go.
Wow.
Okay. We back him, or spin him so you can just kind of offload him.
Okay.
See if I can get around here.
I got him by the tail.
We should want to be on that side, I think. I want to
Sorry?
put the tail down for a second
Okay.
so I can get around.
Wow.
That's his leg.
Okay. I need his base up for a minute so I can swing his foot
Yeah, okay.
down.
Let's get over here.
Okay, we're lined up. Fred! You made it! Wow.
It looks like no serious damage. He's made it.
Woo. Nice work!
Nice. See, we got both arms.
All right, Fred.
Yeah.
We might need to
Trim a little
trim
bit on the
Fred's
wild.
bush.
Yeah.
Or we can point him out the corner.
True.
More people would see him out the corner.
Essentially. I kind of like the idea of it. Look, if I trim this corner out, because then he looks at people as they come in the house. Come to the house.
The one person that we get at Halloween and
Yeah.
nobody who visits us.
That being said, we did have a kid come specifically to see the dino.
That is true. That is kind of cool. Wow.
All right. Yeah, that's not weather for outdoor running. To the treadmill we go. Fred in the snow, can't even see his face.
All right, Fred. New high five. High three. Yay!
There we go. Okay, so yeah, we'll do some trimming of the bushes later, but now we're going to continue the fall cleanup in the back by the pool. Yeah.
Wow. That just proves how over-engineered that cart is.
Yeah.
True to form.
Yeah, it works.
Nice. All right.
Take this into a go-kart.
Oh god, that's the last thing we need. That'd be awesome though. Never mind go-kart, just like put a couple of handholds on there and just like pull it really fast down the street and let it go.
Yeah, the only trick is all four wheels turn. So you start spinning probably.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that would be the point.
Yeah, true. It should be robust enough not to tip.
You put somebody on top though, its center of gravity is probably not the best.
Nice.
Okay, let's go. That was huge though, getting Fred moved. I never imagined he was going to go in one piece like that. I thank God we have this gigantic gate. So this is the probably the last really nice day we're going to get, because it's supposed to get like 22 degrees today. It's the 8th of October.
It is October 11th here in Winnipeg.
And it's actually our anniversary. We got married like 14 years ago today. Happy anniversary! So yeah, the day we got married was pretty much like this. Maybe not quite so warm, but it was sunny. It was beautiful. And yeah. So generally, my flowers, like I said, don't last past August because I'm just not really inclined in that direction. But this pot has a hole in it, or it's cracked or something, so I think maybe around the edge somewhere. I don't know. Anyways, I think this pot and this pot are both cracked, so they drain a little bit. They also have some drainage in the bottom, but this one I think kind of cooked itself during the summer. So it sort of bounced back in the last little bit, but not really. This one I think is protected because of the tree. So it never gets quite the same amount of rain. It doesn't get the same amount of sunshine either. So it was just more moderate all the way around. So it's still pretty and it's growing, and I've never had to pull out live flowering plants before. I'm kind of gutted. Like look at all the water in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, it's like, it is full of water in there. Because these have no drainage either. I think I actually rotated the pots because some of the pots, even when we placed them this year, they still had water from last year. Because they just all froze, and the ones that were soaked in the fall didn't really get a chance to evaporate and dry out. So I guess once I pluck all these out, I'll probably try and drain the top water. This pot here, I think, is cracked. So it's been draining on its own. It also grew a little bit better. It's got some different flowers in there. It's got some impatiens, because this gets a little more shade kind of than those ones. So I put impatiens along with the petunias because it still gets some light. And this one is like glorious. And we had some days or some nights that it did get like down to like 2 degrees. So impatiens, if you know anything about flowers, I mean, they really don't deal well with the cold. So that's why they're kind of shrivelly and ugly looking right now. But even last week, like, they were still all fabulously pink, which really freaks me out. Like, look at this. This is beautiful. Oh, there's some little bugs in there. Cool. And this, I mean, the colors are so nice. How about these pots over here? Oh yeah, you can kind of see how much rain we've been getting. Like this pot, I never really planted anything in it. I just stuck in the impatiens plants that didn't have a place to go, just like straight out of their little planting thing, like from the greenhouse. So that, I mean, this pot is half full of water, and I emptied it out a week ago. We've been getting just this massive, massive amount of water, like rain. This one is probably cracked somewhere because it is growing beautifully. I think I might put this one up on the top deck because holy cow, probably drain that and put it up. This one too, same deal, like no drainage. But whatever these flowers are, I think they're kind of digging being flooded out. So that's weird. Oh, totally, because that's also what I have in the balcony pots. I mean, my gosh. Like, look at these things. Like, it is absolutely filled to the brim of water. If I tip it, like, the water just flows out of there. But the flowers are just blooming away. And they didn't die all summer, which for these pots is kind of a challenge because it gets... Oh, I guess that one did, but you know, obviously it just like rotted in its pot. But yeah, like, again, that's a lot of water. So I sort of drain the water off these and leave these ones too for a little bit. But it's like yard waste day coming up. You can kind of see from here where all the pots are and everything. So yeah, so I guess a couple of them I'll just move up onto the balcony there with our little fairy, and everything else will go because it's just that time of year where everything just needs to be cleaned up. Otherwise you deal with like mushy stuff in the spring. Not to say we haven't done it before, but it smells better if you don't have to do it. So I'm gonna get a yard waste bag and we will have at her. So yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sad. Our barbecue pit, our fire pit is very much dead.
Yeah, it fell right through.
Wow.
I went to move it so we could bring Fred through here.
Oh, it just dropped out.
Yeah, so
Oh, that's
we have to
crappy.
get the vacuum and
Yeah, because we definitely don't want any of that like rust in the pool
or any of the nails.
blowing around. Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah, so.
We already have like a crack in the solar that we will need to deal with in the spring, but we'll deal with it in the spring. So, but the pool looks nice. I mean, it's clear. It's dirty as all get out, but whatever. It's not going to freeze for a good long while yet. It's supposed to snow in the next couple of days, but it's not going to stay. And I'll probably keep it circulating for another, I don't know, week or two, and deal with the rest of it then.
Okay, fire pit is moved out of the way. Had to dig up a bunch of the gravel here, or the river rock, and kind of get a bunch of that all cleaned out to get old pieces of metal and stuff like that cleaned out of there. So we didn't end up with any of it in the pool causing any problems. And yeah, you know, kind of vacuuming up the rocks, which is not the first time I've vacuumed the yard.
Probably not even the first time.
Yeah, it's the funny story behind that is a few years, but it's actually the first summer after we moved in. We had deck over there where the pool is now, but we had a glass table on it, and we didn't have any fences to cut the wind or anything like that at that point. And one night it got real windy and threw the table halfway across the yard, and it was safety glass, so it fell apart in little chunks. And
That was like the same weekend that you laid sod in the whole backyard, was it not?
right, it was right, yeah. So fresh sod and had to vacuum it.
Glass chunks.
Yeah, that was lovely. We were finding those for years after they got stuck into the sod and stuff, but that's all gone now because it was like here, so that's all gone. Okay, so a bunch of the plants are gone, fireplace is gone, Fred's been moved back to the front.
So sad.
Got a cover for the gazebo, like so we got to put all this stuff back in the gazebo. We got a cover for the gazebo so it acts like a big shed.
Come here.
Acts like a big shed for the winter, so that's good. Cover all that stuff up. Hot tub will keep going for another month or so probably. And then it's too long a walk out from the house to the hot tub to make it worthwhile in the winter here. So too cold, yeah. Like a hot tub in the winter, but it's just too cold, too long a walk. So yeah. And this guy seems to think he's swimming. So he keeps throwing his ball in the pool and we won't get it for him. Yeah.
Too bad.
Don't be dumb. So yeah, so that's it for today probably.